he was rocking my shit. So it's like so insane to watch that shit back and like know what was going on. And then I was on the phone with my stepsister earlier and she was like, oh, you never called me on my birthday. And I was like, oh yeah, he beat the fuck out of me that day. Like, sorry. And it's just like, and then because I've never honestly like told my dad to him about what happened. He's just like seen videos and shit, so he knows. But it's like even him, he was like, I had no idea. Like nobody knew. Emma didn't know the extent of it until she'd walk into it, and I'd sit there and be like, you don't know what you saw.
Yeah.
It's just like nobody knew.
Well, and it's the isolation, like,
oh my God.
You know, being with like someone like that, they will condition you to be afraid to say anything, and then it's like, you know what I mean? It just feels like this big secret that you're like harboring, and then it's like the shame you can start to get in your own head about that, and it's so wild.
I feel like that's a major measure. Like when I in the past have stopped telling my friends things or felt like ashamed to tell my friends things, like I feel like that's when you should always know that something is wrong, because like you shouldn't be ashamed to tell your friends or your family or whatever.
And I just can't even express to you once again just how fucking iconic and amazing it is that you went from a point in your life where your best friends and family didn't even know about this to exporting and uploading that shit to the world. Like, talk about a fucking turnaround. Talk about like,
oh my God, one thing that feels so fucking good is I remember when we were breaking up and I woke up and I was so pissed because in Hawaii, I ended up breaking it off with him because he put hands on me in front of too many people to hide it up. And then I told myself right before that
that's
trip,
crazy too, because when they start getting comfortable doing it in public.
In Hawaii, what the fuck are you mad about in Hawaii?
Yeah. And
like, what are you fucking mad about? And so he did it. And then I told myself, I was like, the day that I tell my mom is the day that it will end. And so I ran like down the road into the cul-de-sac and I called my mom and I was like, he's been physical with me, da 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 da. And I was like, okay, it's over. And then we ended up ending, and I looked at him, and I was like, I'm going to ruin your fucking life. I was like, I will ruin your
because you ruined mine, you know?
And I fucking did. His name is trending, and he's always wanted his name to trend, and now the fuck it is. Your name is trending for being a woman beater. Fuck you.